Hey Clashes, we have the iTzu Cup, we have a really cool playoff bracket, and we have Tribe Gaming facing off versus F-Ching #1 clan. So let's see what those teams can bring to the table. We have Tribe Gaming starting things off with a nice Queen Charge Lotto and with a lock launcher. We have just recently seen a crazy Queen Charge lock launcher dive. I just love those attacks. It was probably my favorite strategy to use on Town of 14, just because with how oppressive it looked like. I mean, it looked broken if you were able to pull it off. On Town of 15 though, it is not as easy to really get things right. So it's even more impressive to see those strategies. Instead, we have the invisibility tower getting triggered early on due to the logs of the lock launcher. And the Queen is just keep charging forward, and that charge is looking incredible. Exorcist is just keep moving forward. He has to be careful. An invisibility tower is somewhat quick to reload, and he still has to deal with that clan castle with the clan castle troops. We can see the invisibility tower is slowly cooking up, slowly getting back into it. The single fire tower is on his Queen. He has to freeze it, and he's nicely freezing the spell tower together. Remember, you can freeze spell towers to really make sure that the reset time is interrupted. And now he needs to use that freeze again. We have already the Lotto starting, so I will zoom out. Is the Queen getting? Yes, the Queen barely is getting that town off of the way. The Queen ability is getting forced. Warden ability as well. He's going against the sweeper into that scatter compartment. There's the rage. He says the Royal Champ in the mix of the Lotto as well. The Queen is going to go down, but he's fine with that because that means those healers are getting lured into all of the damage, going to trigger some traps. The Monolith. That Monolith, though, that defense, unfortunately targeted the Royal Champion. And I feel like this is going to be, in the end, the difference maker with that hero going down early. The Queen Charge looked amazing, but the Lotto in the end struggling a little bit too much. Or can he somehow make this work? I mean, he has the Jiggy. He has a couple of minions. But I don't think that that's going to be a 3-star. It's a high percentage, but it's not going to be a 3-star, unfortunately. And this means that Tribe Gaming starting things off with 2 stars. And now we have to see and wait what the other team can bring to the table. So let's dive into that. Let's go. Let's take a look at the next attack. And actually the attack of Exorcist got way closer than I expected. It was in the end even 99%. But this time around, we have another Queen Charge Lotto, but this time with a recall spell. Let's go. I love to see those spells getting used more and more often as people are adapting to like bring it in those common strategies, Queen Charges or other approaches. And this one is going to be used with that Queen charging into that. I think he wants to get into that Expo scatter compartment. That would be my guess, just based on that Queen. Ooh, Queen ability is getting used. Wait, he's recall. I am confused right now. Did he recall the Queen out of the range of the ground expo, and now he has to invest in skeletons? Let's see what he's going to do, but that opening is kind of confusing me to some degree. He's using now the skeleton spell to somehow distract the expo. I'm not sure if that's going to work all the way. He's now using barbarians to tank for that Flinger Seal, but that ground expo, I think he wanted to take down the expo with his Queen Charge, then recall her, and then get to the Town Hall. But the Queen skipped that expo, and due to that, this scatter is going to stay alive for quite some time, and that is a big issue. That is a really big issue. The Queen is keep moving forward. Remember, she has lost her ability already, so needs to be super careful considering super minions are dealing a lot of damage. That's always really problematic. So what do we have here? Queen is keep charging forward. We have the King trying to somehow deal with this top scatter shot. The Royal Champ supporting him, but he, oh, the last spear of the Royal Champ. There is the, oh no, he invested a rage and an invisibility tower, invisibility spell to actually keep that Queen alive, but she still died. That is really bad right there. The Loons are taking down the air defense, so the Hound can fly to the next defense. Since there are no air defenses left, he's just going to target whatever. The Loons are flying in. The healers got dragged into all of those red mines. But this is not going to get anywhere. Double raged Inferno Towers in the core. Oh no, that is bad news for those loons. And this means it's going to be another 2-star. But Tribe Gaming had a higher percentage overall. So that is something positive for them. We still have to wait for the first 3-star in this match. Because this one is sadly not making it all the way. Kronos is in. Let's watch this live. And we have... okay, another Lotto attack with the Skelly Donut to start things off. We have the invisibility spell in combination with that skeleton and bat spell to take down the monolith, take down the clan castle. Things are looking great, and he is getting both of those defenses out. Okay, next step, Flame Flinger to take down some defenses. He has a Yeti. Most of the time a Yeti is invested to actually tank mortars or any other defenses which can actually outrange the Flame Flinger. So I feel like that's going to be how he is using this Yeti, while the Queen and the King are slowly making their way into the Town Hall section of this base. Flinger is so far not in range of the mortar. That's a really important range we have to keep track of. While the Queen is slowly making her way behind. Oh no, the King! The King was supposed to get the scatter shot. Now the King is walking into the tunnel compartment. That is really bad news. There's the Yeti we were talking about. The mortar should go down. The town hall went down, but with the King getting dragged into the tunnel compartment because of the skeleton spells. Oh no, the defensive skeleton traps really caused this King to not go as planned. He wanted to have both scatter shots out of the way. And things are now looking a little bit rough. The Lotto has to be perfect on this one. I mean, the Queen has still the ability, which is for sure something positive, but actually he's getting it. With that Queen ability, he's going to get it, but those Rage Towers, they hurt so bad. I mean, he has another reinforcement coming in with the Siege Machine opening in just a second. Those Eagle Shots hurt a ton. And now those drones are slowly making their way in. There's the reinforcements coming in. And this should be a 3-star with the Hound still being alive. That Hound is tanking forever. And that's the first 3-star. What a beautiful attack that was. Those Skelly Donuts, they are just one of those strongest strategies in the hands of pros. It is looking incredible. And Tribe Gaming getting the first 3-star. Now the question is, do we see an answer? Do we see another 3-star on the other side? Okay, the next attack is going to be another Queen Charge Lotto. I feel like this match is having a lot of Lotto attacks, but can we see another 3-star? And we have the Battle Drill making its way into the scatter compartment. We have the Yeti. Is it the Yeti Drill now? Is it a Yeti Drill? I would say we could call it just like that. While the Queen is charging into that defending King. He needs to add the Headhunter. Where's the Headhunter? That one was way too late. He's losing the Queen ability. No. Barely. But he is getting with the Raged Yeti Drill. Even the Ground Expo. That was massive. Getting all of that value early on. And now the charge can continue. Remember, he has 4 wall breaks. So 1 wall break will go to the outer tower. 1 wall break into the expo compartment. And then he will wall break, I think, into the Eagle, and then maybe even to the Town Hall, depending on how the wall breakers go. But I feel like those are the wall break locations he's looking for, which is looking pretty promising. There's the four. Okay, the first wall break is even ignoring the Arch Tower compartment, which is making things even better for him. Where are those? That wall break was kind of trolling. He wants to get the King into that scatter compartment. There are the next wall breakers coming in. They are now working as intended. This now is Queen versus Queen action. Oh no. The King has to go the right way this time around. And yes, he does. The scatter should be taken care of. What a beautiful Queen charge this is so far. Even with the skeleton spell to take down that single Inferno Tower. Now we have the Lotto starting at this bottom side. This is looking incredible so far. But there is 2 spell towers defending that Town Hall. 1 there, 1 here to cover that Inferno Tower as well. The Queen ability is getting used to burst down that defending monolith. And now the Town Hall. He has to keep freezing it. The Royal Champion is trying her best, but the loons are just... Oh no, another freeze. The Town Hall has to go down, and it does. That was just barely. And all of those dudes are going down due to that. 45 seconds left in this one. And I don't really see this going through. The plan again was great, but the Lotto, the warden abilities that early really cost him. This Rage Tower with the Inferno Tower and not having any spells to cover for that was the big problem for him. Means that they're trying their best. Maybe the Phoenix with the King, they can be somehow a difference maker on this one, but I feel like this won't work. The Queen choosing wisely a non-max wall, but the Phoenix catching a black mine, catching another black mine. And this means it's going to end above the 90% mark, but 3 stars are out of range for him. And this is going to be a 92% 2-star. Rick here is with the Skelly Donut as well. Those attacks are just looking so incredible. And take a look at that. He is going for 4 buildings on this one. Inferno Tower, check. Clan Castle, check. X-Bow and Eagle, both are taken care of. That was an insane Skelly Donut. He invested a lot of spells, that's right. But oh my goodness, the value was insane right there. And now it's up to those heroes. Yeah, now it's up to those heroes to get the remaining base kind of this. But the Clan Castle down, the Inferno Tower down, and the core Eagle. Wow, that was a lot of value. Queen is slowly making her way into the scatter. The King is walking around, getting that Air Expo as well. And now the Royal Champion is reinforcing him to try to get that defending other scatter shot as well. The Lotto already starting to distract the defending Royal Champion. There's a blimp making it all the way to the town hall. It's going to be a sneaky goblin blimp, like that is kind of safe to say. And another thing what this does is, that's right, the Rage Tower, the defensive Rage Tower is getting activated really early on. And now we can see Town Hall is down. You can still play the Lotto. That's what he does on the far right side. There's another Hound coming in. Inferno Tower is just getting frozen. And this is looking insane. I mean, oh, those red mines. Can the red mines do any? No. I mean, the Skelly Donut, the Lotto was just too good. This is an insane attack. Rick showing off. I mean, this is why pros are using those Lotto troops. That attack. Oh my goodness, that was really clean. And it's going to be a crazy overkill 3-star for Tribe Gaming again. They are running away with this match, and now we need some 3-stars on the other side, which is super important. Okay, we have a blimp already flying in. We have another Queen Charge, but this time around we have Hog Riders. Let's go. Can those Hog Riders get the first 3-star on this side? We have 26 of them. We have already the Inferno Tower and the... But there's a Bitter Hut. Yeah, Bitter Hut has went down. We have the Expo Inferno Tower. So decent value early on. And now it's all about the Queen Charge. Can he get... That is most likely the plan. Can he get all the way to the Town Hall? He's going to try to wall break in here into the Bomb Tower. Going to use the King most likely to funnel on this side. That might be the case. Or he's just going to use a Bay Dragon to funnel at the bottom side and then instead use that King somewhere different. But let's see what the plan is going to be in the end. So far the opening has worked. No surprise Tesla farms. The blimp has reached the target, which means no surprising black mines or anything like that. And we are now looking with the first rage to encounter that defending Royal Champion, that defending Scattershot, the King, exactly as I kind of expected it here. And now the wall break. He can use the wall break now as soon as the Expo is targeted on the Queen. That's exactly what he was waiting for. The wall break is running. The wall break is connecting. And this means now he can reach that Town Hall from this compartment. He needs to be careful though, because this Monolith is dealing a ton of damage. The King is still trying his best at the bottom side. The Hog Riders are already in, so he's confident of getting that Town Hall with his Queen, which he should be, to be honest. But at the same time, he has to be careful that the Queen is not getting bursted down by all of the damage located around that Town Hall, especially with that Rage Tower still going off now. We have the Hogs going through with that Warden ability. The Bomb Tower now can deal a lot of damage to those Hogs. But the base is already gone, it feels like. Hog Riders somehow have a crazy comeback at the moment. They are not that strong in the long run. Like you can see by now, they already kind of like died out. But at the same time, it is that they have done their job. They have gotten the most important defenses out of the way, and that is the purpose of them. Getting quickly into the base, maybe with the rage and the warden ability, take down a specific part of the base, and just burst down defenses. And this is going to be the first rage tower right here. Beautiful attack with the swag invisibility spell onto this base of Tribe Gaming. Really nice. Yo-Yo is in. It's another healer attack, but this time around, no queen charge. It is instead a super bowler attack, and I love it. Super bowlers not getting used that often anymore. A lot of times they are replaced by Electro Titans. He has one of them still in the mix, but overall, a lot of times, as I said, they are just getting replaced by the Titans. But it's always lovely to see if some people are still using the super bowlers, because if they work, they just look so incredibly strong. Now the question is, can he get this done? Right now, it looks like that he tries to walk all the way around this side, like just from the 12 o'clock side all the way to the right side. What was that on the left side? Did you see all of those small bombs, the spring traps, everything located to somehow defend that flame flinger? That was a heavy investment on the defensive side there, but he was able to trigger all of that with a nice Hog Rider. Now let's zoom out to really get all, like the entire picture of this attack, as we have the super bowlers now engaging on this far right side, while the flame flinger already doing some work on the opposite side. We have now the super bowlers going in. The jump spell can actually get him from the scatter compartment all the way into the core. I think that was placed correctly, right? Yeah, that should be. As well, always remember, if you feel like your jump is not connecting those two compartments, you can always use a rage to increase the jump area. That is quite nice. So raged up troops somehow, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but in fact they are taking jumps a little bit more likely, which is strange, but hey, that's how it works, okay? That's how it works. Warden ability already has been used. Flame Flinger still going. There is now the invisibility spell to protect those boulders. And the rocks are flying, and the monolith is going down. That was really important. But something else which is going down? That's right, that is the healers. All of those healers are down by now. The king is trying to tank, and now everything is relying on those clan castle troops. We have... It's a witch? Okay, it's a Yeti witch clan castle. He has to invest the Royal Champion now any second, because, oh boy, that time is ticking. We have now the tornado trap there. Royal Champion is getting placed from the right side, not into the scatter shot, surprisingly. And that king is going down. There is a double skeleton trap right there for the Royal Champ. Worst possible scenario for Yo-Yo. Can he do this? Can he somehow get this still done? I am not sure. There's the freeze. It's 8 seconds. The wizards, the archer, everything. All of them are trying. But the time is going to be the deciding factor. It's going to be a 96% time fail. Okay, is this time... Oh, nice lightnings. No Skelly Donut. Instead, a lightning combination early on. Oh, yeah. And now we have the blimp. It's Sneaky Goblin blimp again. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. At the same time, taking down that scatter compartment with those used loons with the warn ability. That's nice. Now the question is... what is going to be the next step, and is that going to work? Remember, the Rage Tower is reloading. The Rage Tower is reloading, and I feel like by now it's really crazy how much the Rage Tower has become meta on the defensive side. We can even see 2 Rage Towers. I think if someone would have said that, like, I don't know, couple of months after Town Hall 15 was released, everyone would have said, like, you are crazy. You want to use double Rage Towers? They are just so good. It is crazy. And now we have the Golem tanking for the Queen pushing forward. This is looking really solid. King is getting pushed into the top compartment. He can wall break for the King, which he does not. Okay, now there's the wall break happening. Wait! The Queen died! What happened there? Oh no, he did not pay attention. He concentrated onto the wall break. And this really cost him. Oh no, it looked so good in the first place. But the Eagle and Expo somehow took down the Queen, I guess through the ability. I didn't really pay attention to that as the attacker itself most likely. And now he has to somehow push through that. And considering that he has a, possibly a raged up multi-inferno tower here, he has to invest a lot of spells. Which is one haste and, oh, those rat mines, they hurt a lot. And the freeze as well. The Ice Hound is doing some work on the left side. It's going to be decent percentage. But I feel like by now, decent percentage is not enough to win this match. You need those 3 stars. And this is really, really unfortunate for him right here. And now, 80%. Minions are working everywhere. It's going to be above the 90% mark, right? It should be. Just based on how many buildings there are still left. But the 3-star, that's what they were looking for. And it's not going to be in their range. 86%. Is it going to be more? 2 more buildings on the left, 1 more building here. So maybe around about 90%, right? So minions are... Wow, those pups are out of range just barely as well. So it's going to be just straight 90%, isn't it? 89? Yeah, next percentage is then the 90% mark. Except he can freeze something. He did. Is it going to be 91? Nope, 92%. Okay, another, like this match was the Lotto match itself. Like that is crazy how many Lotto attacks we have seen. And this one, is it going to be a super minion blimp or is it just going to be... What's this going to be? I mean, we see a clone. Is it going to be a super archer blimp, but just with 1 clone? We have seen that a couple of times now from pros, that they're not investing all of the spells, but instead only 1 clone, and then only a couple of invisibility spells. And it feels like that's exactly what he's trying to do right now. There was actually a Titan inside the clan castle, so really good job of distracting that Titan right there. Another invisibility, really important. He always needs to make sure that he's keeping that king invisible. Those super archers are really, really bad at dealing with those defensive heroes. And he got everything he was hoping for, right? Yeah, I mean, he could have maybe invested another invisibility and took care of the Inferno Tower with the bounce on top of the clan castle. But I feel like, not sure if that is worth it to take that out, considering that he's doing a Lalo after that, right? So let's see. As well, let's hope that this king is not going to the wrong direction. If this... Please don't go for the king. Please don't go for the... That is a big, big rip. He could have turned the king invisible, but he decided to not do that. And now he has to pay the price for that. This is looking really rough. Invisibility spell now used, but I feel like having a king in front of your queen is always a little bit better than saving it until this point. So maybe just a super greedy decision right there. And I feel like now he won't get that town hall with this hero dive. That was the plan, I feel like. And just based on how the push so far goes, just imagine this king would be in front of the queen. He would have pretty much safely gotten that town hall. He still only needs to take down the town hall compartment, but it is a town hall compartment still left, which he has to consider. And he does not have that many spells left anymore because he invested into the super archer blimp. So how is that going to turn out? He is investing with the hound to trigger the poison tower, double black mines to burst down a lot of the HP of the hound early on. And now he has to somehow get into the town hall, and I feel like at this point it is a 2-star mission for those loons. Another freeze coming in, and haze spell as well to somehow get those loons into the town hall, into the 2nd star. Vulnerability will be used, but oh boy, a 3-star is completely off the table, which is a nice defense now for the other team. But plan looked good, but the king going the wrong way was the big issue right here, and that should be as well the win for Tribe with the percentage at least, even if the other side is getting the 3-star. But let's wait for that. Let's see if they can actually get the 3-star. Okay, can this be the first, or not the first, but can this be another 3-star in the end for this match? We have another Queen Charge Hog Rider attack. The last one was already successful, so can this be another successful Queen Charge Hog Rider attack for this one. Let's hope the healers are not switching. I mean, the main damage is on the king, so the healers... Okay, now at this point the queen is taking some more damage, so that should be safe to call that queen not going around. Where's the queen going, please? Yes, she's going the right way. Going for the multi-inferno tower into the multi-inferno tower direction. King is getting engaged. Oh, another rage. That is really heavy on the rages. I'm not sure if the freeze on the extra was needed, but hey. I am not sure if that was needed. There's the Tesloon flying across. Now there are a couple of rat bombs, black mines, and whatever triggered. And we have now the flame finger still working the top side. We have no Yeti to distract the mortar. Okay, so how is he going to do that? What is he going to do? There's the tornado trap, nicely triggered early. What is he going to do about the mortar? Is he just going to tank it? He's just going to tank it. I don't care. I would just tank that. And now we have the Hog Riders going in. And I'm not convinced that this is going to work. A double rage up multi-inferno tower setup. This will... I have tried that myself. And I can tell you, my Hog Riders just disappeared. But maybe those hogs are just built different. Who knows? Queen is getting turned invisible. The queen is just chasing somewhere in the middle of the base. And I feel like exactly as expected, those hogs are just getting melted by a raged up eagle, raged up X-bows, and double raged up multi-inferno towers. This is not what you want to have on your Hog Riders. This is like the worst possible thing. Oh my goodness. This is really, really not what you want to see on your Hog Riders. He's getting way further with the Roy Champ again. But there's going to be quite a few defenses still left standing to get this another defense. So in the end, it's going to be a victory for Tribe Gaming. It's going to be a 12-11. And this means Tribe Gaming getting into the next stage of this tournament. It's a single elimination tournament, as I said already earlier, which means you need to win every single round. Otherwise, you are out. And this one goes to Tribe. So GG's to both sides. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys back tomorrow with the next one. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.